Being a Division I athlete at Boston University is a pretty sweet gig. Playing in the sport at a high level, traveling the country, and representing the scarlet and white is definitely a great way to spend part of your college career. But since there are so many positions in each sport, someone has to sit, and sometimes playing time is hard to come by. Senior Matt Pereira used to be a bench player for the men's soccer team, who also contributed to the track and field team. Pereira used it as motivation, however, rather than thinking of it as a drag.
It's never good to be sitting on the bench, but I mean, it kind of motivated me because the level of play was a lot better. So I mean, in practice, I try harder, and in turn, like, it benefited the players who were actually playing too, because I practice harder. They benefit from it, I benefit from it. So it was, as much as it pained me to sit on the bench, I mean, it was beneficial to the team. So
Pereira eventually made the tough decision to hang up the soccer cleats and stick to the track. Being a two-sport athlete that he was, he knew that he needed to leave one behind, which became more of a personal decision.
The main point was, like, I was looking at it from more of an educational and then athletic perspective. As with track, I was really trying to, I was obviously trying to improve, but it was hard with only half a season. So I looked at it as it'd be more beneficial for me in track to have a full season rather than, hindering myself by obviously helping the soccer team, but it was more personal that I wanted to better myself. So
finding a spot on the pitch was not just a problem for Pereira, but for four-year midfielder Taylor Nichols of the women's soccer team. She came in as a freshman expecting to play, but realized that there were players that were playing on the same high level that she was. But as she grew older, she settled into her role on the team.
Freshman year was definitely the hardest because I wanted to play, but as I grew over time, I realized, like, the team is more important and we're all working towards the same goal, so it worked for the best, I guess.
Although she admits she thought about leaving the sport she loved, Nichols said she has no regrets with her collegiate soccer career. As for Pereira, he wouldn't have wanted his career to play out any other way. So even though that they were stuck on the sideline, it was still a pretty sweet gig. For BUTV 10 here in West Campus, I'm Davis VanOpdorp.